Welcome to the Mega64 podcast, everybody. You're here with the Mega64 boys on a hot Sunday night. And this podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.com.
Ooh.
Are you trying to launch your own website? Are you trying to launch your own online marketing business? Do you love Mega64 so much you want to do what we do? Well, you're probably going to need a website to do it. Check out Squarespace.com. and get yourself set up. Now, on to the podcast.
That's right, baby.
Whoa. Hello, everyone.
Crew.
God,
Stacked
It's
deck.
been
Derrick.
a long time. It's been a very long time.
Yeah, I missed you guys.
I'm not even the same person I was.
Not
when
you, them.
Yeah.
We did the last time previously on Sean on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Edit like a crazy recap last time on Mega64, and it's like all
And it's
the
talking about
events.
Star Wars.
Yeah, but then the Christmas cast too. Actually, just recap the whole. This is our 17th year of Mega64, so kind of get a little sample of
Happy
every
anniversary.
So Sean, kind of edit together a little sample of every year up to this point. Catch people up to speed on what's going on with Mega64.
This is my third year. And I started when I was 17.
Interesting.
Makes me almost legal, baby.
Oh,
You're born again.
Uh-oh, do what? What are you going to do?
I'm going
What's
to
gonna be legal?
suck all your dicks.
What? Finally? What?
What?
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides a lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side, I'm just trying to be a lonely horseman, lonely horseman.
Wow.
I'm liberal. I'm from California.
Oh, shit. Okay,
I'm
no,
going to get
bad.
political
This is
for a
bad.
second.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Thank you for your support. We are the only grassroots movement in all of America.
No.
So offensive.
This is
And
very
I
political.
promise you, the people of America, when I am elected president, you will not be able to suck a dick
Oh, no.
if you are less than 21 years old. Trump doesn't like it.
Oh.
We don't care what Trump likes. We're passing the no dick sucking law till 21. We're gonna make it happen. Thank you.
99,
That's a pretty good
99%.
impression.
Hey,
Yeah.
they're raising. You can't smoke a cigarette until you're 21.
Is that true?
Yes, you can't smoke a penis.
You can't
Yeah,
smoke.
he wants to raise it.
That seems fair to me.
Smoke a sausage.
Yeah,
Oh.
whatever you
He
smoke.
He wants to
you
raise the
gotta
cigarette
wait.
age, too, to 21.
He's banning vapes.
You got to ban the
Because,
vape.
like,
It's bad for
You know, I don't give
Because
a
like
fuck.
5 people died from vapes. God help us if 5 people die from sucking dick. Because then
That'd be terrible.
we're going to have to go to Mexico to get all our illegal
I've seen it.
penises filleted illegally.
Studies have shown
I've
that the
seen people
1%
die.
all go to Mexico.
Yeah. To get the filleted illegally.
Yeah, but people do die. I've seen it.
Not
I've
an
caused it.
illegal
It's awful.
flate.
Yeah, no, I killed a girl once. Hold on, hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh, hear him out.
Hear me
Hear him
out.
out.
Shh.
Give him a chance.
Calm down. Calm down. With a blowjob.
Yeah. Calm.
Shh. Calm down.
the full
Calm
story.
down. It got stuck in her throat. I was trying to get her off. I was like, get it out of your throat. Get it out of your throat. No, shaking like crazy.
She died?
Yeah, she at first she passed out. So then, I knew something was wrong when she was just like limp, getting flung all over.
It's like that movie,
And
Very Bad Things.
By the time I got her released,
Yeah.
she had passed.
Oh.
Very sad day.
Damn, man.
Very sad day. Now you know.
That's sad.
Rip.
Now you know the danger.
Did you revive her?
Kids.
Was she
Kids
revisited?
at home. No.
Okay.
She is still dead to
expired.
this day.
Yeah.
Kids at home.
No resurrection there.
Be careful what you do. Shit, my phone's ringing.
That's probably
That's the FBI, dude.
Police.
fuck!
It's the police.
You confessed.
it is the
It
FBI.
was 911 was calling me. and you know that's fucking bad.
When
Yeah,
911
emergency.
calls you.
When 911 calls you, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That means it's really.
I want to
emergency.
clarify. We are just joking. 911.
Moral of the
911
story.
is a joke.
Wait till you're 21
to do anything.
to do
anything.
Anything,
Careful.
really. Yeah.
I just
Any of
want to
it.
say, you know, obviously people are hearing our words and they're saying, "Whoa, Twitch ban. Weren't you banned from Twitch? Weren't you being unsavory and you were banned from Twitch?" I want to address it.
So
We
long
are banned on Twitch. If you are watching this on Twitch, you are in fucking trouble.
Get with it.
Oh,
But it's a different kind of ban. We're still on here and we're streaming. You were not supposed to watch it.
yeah. You are banned. No, you are banned.
We're bad. I said bad. We're bad. You shouldn't be watching it.
We are. Yeah, we're the bad boys
I say
For
words
life.
different.
for life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I'm in the
misheard
bad
me,
boys
that's up to
club.
you.
See this?
Whoa, look at those fucking muscles,
I'm in
dude.
the fucking
Dude.
bad boys
Look
club.
at that.
Sean.
Look at that.
You think I was fucking lying?
Wow. I feel everything. I feel it all. I feel it all.
I want your shades.
Man, no,
Because I'm in the bad boys club.
Hey, speaking of bad boys,
Garrett is flexing on the podcast. Mega64, oh yeah, Sunday. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
two things I want to say. One, the only good reality show ever made was Cops. Two,
Wrong.
well, okay.
Okay.
We'll let you rebut that in a minute. Is that a word? Whatever.
Love
Okay.
after lockup,
Okay.
just as good.
Okay. Two good shows. Whatever. Fine. And number two, I want to say is I saw Bad Boys for the first time. The original Michael Bay classic.
You did?
And excellent cinema. I
Yeah.
just want to say.
Everybody knows that.
Classic. I saw it for the first time.
I
just wanna
loved
share
Bad
it.
Boys when I was a kid. It was like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it was
when I
great.
a
Really?
kid. It's awesome. 1995. Didn't like Bad Boys 2 as much.
Yeah.
Don't really remember it. Saw Bad Boys 3 this week.
Oh, did you really?
Nice.
Talk about that a little bit
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a lifelong Bad Boys fan.
He's a
and I
lifelong
have-
bad boy.
Not only do I have thoughts and reviews and opinions, I got insider trivia because I'm like a Bad Boys expert.
Ooh.
Oh.
I feel like when Bad Boys 2 came out, everyone kind of said the same thing, like, "Oh, gee, man, went a little far with that one. I don't know about that." And I feel like the years have gone by. Now people are liking it more. They're looking back, like, "Man, what the fuck happened with that movie?" In a good way. Like, I know a lot of people who have kind of turned around on it, but I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'll let you know when I see the second one. But you'll talk about the third in a minute.
Yeah.
Skip 2. Maybe go right to 3.
It has been, as we said, a while since we did our last podcast. There's a lot to cover. We just barrel through a few of those things along the timeline.
Yeah.
Last time you saw, well, okay, so we did the Christmas cast. Great, you saw what happened. If you didn't, go watch it. Go pull
Sit
the
back
tape
and enjoy.
Pull the tape up and review it.
Yeah, it was
okay.
a sad day around here.
Then the last podcast we did, we weren't going to do another podcast for the year. We didn't know. Then Star Wars came. We had a lot to say about
we
it.
thought
so
let's
did
make
that.
a podcast just on that.
All about that. Okay. Since then, in that time, because that was all Star Wars themed, we didn't get to talk about a few things. One, so we did a Death Stranding video. Okay, like we're going back a while now. Okay, we talked about the Death Stranding video. Fine. Death Stranding behind the scenes. Didn't really get to talk about that. I just want to say
We haven't talked about that?
we really didn't.
Oh, my gosh.
So I just want to say real quick.
Yeah.
The Death Stranding video, we were already working on it behind the scenes. When we were doing our Black Friday stream was when I started getting messages from Kojima's people.
Some people are
saying, "Hey, we saw the Death Stranding video, but I think like someone who did you block us on Twitter?" I'm like, "I didn't block you on Twitter."
Yeah.
Maybe Hideo blocked us. He blocked our account because we were hacked at one point. Whatever. We finally got that figured out, and then they said, "You want to meet up next week?" I was like, "Yeah." I didn't know what they wanted to do.
Just a meetup.
But then a couple days before, they emailed me and they were like, "So what do you want to film?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize we could film something." And they were like, "No, yeah, Hideo's like down to film something." I was like, "Oh, so we didn't have anything in the works."
This
we
is
were
amazing,
but
yeah.
so yeah, it was like, "Oh, well, I guess we better think of something real quick." And I told the other guys, I'm like, "Well, I'm in the middle of editing the behind the scenes right now. Why don't we just put him in that and act like he was working on the video?" And that just seemed like a Mega64 style cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we don't even have him in the main video.
We have him in the behind the
We waste
scenes.
him in the behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
he's wasted in
Yeah.
there too.
I
And then-
said we should do this whole segment
Yeah.
where we're testing out cameramen.
Yeah.
We'll test Johnny, and then we'll test the second cameraman. We won't show who it is, and we'll just talk about how much he sucks, and we'll fire him from the video and go wait in the car, and then we'll see it's Hideo.
And we'll see it's him.
Which that image is turning into a meme.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot,
and it's like has nothing to do with us. It's just the image. Every time
great.
we film with a developer, we birth a new meme template.
Yeah, we really
did
do.
Reggie thinks, and now we've done what is Hideo.
And
listening
Fisa
to
Mech
in the car.
too is a meme. I've seen that. Meme.
What are the memes of him sitting in the car you've seen? Because the first one I saw was, "Please don't break glass." He's listening to his favorite music.
Yeah, me
he
too.
has
I saw that
water.
too.
The AC is on.
That's pretty funny.
It was a picture posted in the driver's side window.
Yeah.
But have you seen other memes? It's that image, right, of him in the car.
Yeah.
There's another one about like me not hungry or some. Yeah, another thing about food.
So that's so weird because did you ever expect your car to be in?
No, it just cracked me up because I drove home later that day. So we went up to LA to film with him. He was staying around there for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
And again, as always, super cool guy, down to do whatever. It was really funny because in the moment, again, Derrick was thinking like, oh yeah, we'll reject his footage and then he'll storm off and go wait in the car. We never asked him to flip us off and yell fuck. That was him. Like he was like laughing and like coming up with stuff to do. And he did that. And then his people with him were like, cool, that was great. Okay, so you're gonna like bleep that and blur that and do that. You know, it was just like again, he was just down for
he was
whatever.
feeling the role.
He's got Western sensibilities.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
He likes to flip and say the F word.
He's edgy.
It's like
man.
it's
It's Kojima.
got an American soul in there, I think.
Who hands you guys a blank slate like that? Look.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What are we
really,
filming?
it really was just like, hey, whatever you want to do.
That's crazy.
But anyway, what I was gonna say was when I drove home afterwards, it was cracking me up because it was just like, oh yeah, Hideo was like sitting in my car this whole time. It was just like the car was the set, and it was like, oh yeah, how weird. Like
There he was.
But it was cool. He looked at all the costume stuff that Garrett made. And I showed him like, yeah, check it out. We had the pants with all the proper striping made out of like duct tape.
Yeah.
And then he was like, psh, and showed the collar of his jacket that was like official with the striping of the like bridges coming. It's like, oh, you had to one up us.
Well,
but
I would hope his was better.
I would hope he'd have a little better.
I know. Imagine if like some kid came up and was like, I dressed up like Mario and ran around in public, and he showed us the video. We're like, little bitch. This is how you do it. And we do our own. That's not fair. Like we're the guys. We're the guys who invented that.
My favorite reaction I've ever gotten from someone in that vein was still when there was a Comic-Con exclusive of a Gears of War figure. I think it was like one of the Locust guys or whatever. And I got that. And Cliff Bleszinski happened to just stop by our booth an hour after I got it.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, and he saw it sitting there. And I'm like, I mean, it's right there. You want to sign it? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I bet you don't even have this. And he just went, and like scribbled and threw it down. That cracked me up. So like I still have it. And it just has like a scribble on it. And I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. But anyway. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
You set off your car alarm?
He did, yeah.
I think
he did set it off.
I think I might have behind the scenes on like my cell phone of him setting your car alarm off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was alarming, to say the least.
The jokes keep on coming. This is just the beginning. The beginning of the jokes for the year. Happy 17th anniversary, everyone. I'm so proud of all of us and our accomplishments. It's been a great road, and it's very well traveled. And buckle up, it's just starting.
2020 turning out to be a real doozy.
Damn. Damn.
Fuck.
So glad I could set you up for that.
Sorry, I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
Feels good to get it all out of our system again, though. Back in the driver's seat
You have to
here.
bleep all these because YouTube new rules.
Yeah, new rules. And old rules and future rules.
No.
Was there anything? Yeah, was there anything else about that?
No.
Okay, and so the other thing I was going to say was, and then after that we had a Untitled Goose Game video.
Yeah.
And that was, there's not much to say there. That was something that I was doing when everyone else was kind of making stuff for the Death Stranding video. At the same time, it was like, hey, Kevin, why don't you go out with me? And Kevin, please go out with me. And
getting married. Come
he
on.
said no.
Leave him alone.
But he go film this thing because I could just pretty much do it on my own, but I need someone to set stuff up. And so all I want to say about that video is the stuff in the video was planted.
Yes.
Because I had a lot of people like, were you just like destroying people's gear? But no.
I like how back in the old days the internet was meaner. And people were they loved like, oh yeah, you fucked that guy's car up. Good job. Not us, but in general. Like that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
But now it's like, you messed up that lady's McDonald's lunch? Why would you do that? But if you saw the whole video, it's Kevin walking up to this table, plants it down, walks away. The lady's confused that this plant was just planted, and then Rocco comes and destroys it.
Yeah,
like,
it was like we had it like a perfect symphony. Kevin walks in, drop, boom, 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 I'm in there, and that was it. They were anybody in that video was just confused
of why that
what
was
they were seeing.
One, planted on the table, and second, why this guy knocked over.
Yeah, nobody lost their.
So we're all
stuff.
fine.
Yeah,
the shoes were untied. That wasn't planted. He did that.
No, fake shoes.
Oh,
CG, Sean.
No, not CG. They were there. They just weren't good.
Oh, those are practical
shoes.
effects?
Yeah.
Damn.
We're doing practical. Anyway.
Okay, all right.
Not much else to say there.
All the memers out there, make this. It's a picture of Donald Trump
Uh-oh.
pointing, and it says, "Fake shoes."
Oh, again, this is just the start, and we're warming up.
This is starting the
This
comedy
is just
ball.
a starting.
I
So
smell
imagine
it.
when we get real going.
I smell a 64-hour special T-shirt coming
Oh,
on.
nah.
Fake shoes.
Fake shoes.
I
Better
smell- I
than
can
Christmas
smell it.
shoes. That song sucks ass.
I never heard that.
Christmas shoes.
How's that
Christmas
go?
shoes. The worst Christmas song. And anyone who knows that song, just nodded their head.
Is
What
my
a shit
microphone
song.
broken?
No.
Seeing a lot of. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna be the crazy audio guy. I'm seeing a lot of shit in the chat about my microphone being broken.
Is he sound okay?
Yeah, we got Brian over
Brian,
here.
you're monitoring him? He sounds good.
We got
Okay.
Brian on
I thought-
monitor.
Digital Wizard says sounds great.
if a
All
Digital
right.
Wizard
If you
says it,
can't
must be
touch
true.
the
We're
good,
Digital
we're
Wizard,
good.
then you're fucked.
Everybody, why you lying in the chat?
Maybe he's too
No
animated.
lying.
But anyway, not much else to say about the Goose Game videos.
I
It
love
was
that
fun.
video.
It was fun.
That's
that was
I had nothing to do with it. I love it.
and that was done at the
Nice
same
and short.
time. Again, we were at the beach doing the Death Stranding scene where I was like naked on the beach or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I turned around and put the Goose thing on and did the last scenes of that. So it was all done simultaneously. Whatever. That's enough said. So what happened after that? Okay, had a little holiday break, whatever. We went on tour.
But Todd and Aaron, we didn't mention Todd and Aaron.
Oh!
Rewind.
I forgot.
We did do Todd and Aaron.
Todd and Aaron.
We weren't going to, but
Yeah, we decided.
we decided to do
It's
it.
okay.
We decided to do it.
Yeah, Todd and Aaron Game Awards 2019.
All I
We did
really
it.
want to say about it is how much fucking fun I had cosplaying as Bart and Homer. That
I forgot.
It went fucking crazy, but it was just filming like go in front of the car and then like hit you. Did dumb stuff. It
Yeah.
was so fucking fun.
That was fun.
When you guys start talking in that, like, it's surreal and absurd on a level which I haven't seen in Todd and Aaron before. But then when you start talking, like you say, don't have a cow man, and you say just dough.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the video. When
we-
you guys start speaking.
we had, by the end of the year, the Todd and Aaron jokes kind of fall into place. Sometimes we struggle a little bit, like, oh, what is game of the year? Oh, what is movie of the year? But as the year goes on, you kind of bank these things like, okay, they're going to give an award to Jeffrey Epstein. There's going to be something screwed up about that. There's going to be, something like that. But the ending, we were kind of like, yeah, what is something that was like annoying or dumb this year that we can go all in on? And it was really hard. That was the hardest part to think of. And then at one point, Derrick just was like, Simpsons. And I was like, what? And in my mind went, that's old. No, that won't work. And it was like, wait, no, this fucking thing is season 32 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it just seemed like, yeah, that's the lamest fucking thing going on right now. Why is that? It just seemed so irrelevant that it was like, that's perfect.
I feel like the Todd and Aaron joke that I always remember for the finisher, kind of like the prototype for the big conclusion of the video, is Death Magnetic by Metallica.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like, what is this year's Death Magnetic? Now, for those of you who
Yeah, I should have been thinking
young,
that way.
the young people out there don't remember, Metallica released this album like they've been around for too long, and they shouldn't still be putting out music.
Yeah.
And so just that mentality of like, what's been around for too long has just overstayed its welcome.
Yeah.
Because in the past few years, we've been kind of picking out, okay, what was the trend that was really annoying? Oh, hoverboards. Oh, I think we talked about doing a vaping thing this year.
Yeah,
we were
we
going to vape
did.
like crazy.
That was the runner-up for
But
a while.
I didn't want to vape.
I just wanted to see.
Yeah.
I wanted to
yeah,
see you guys
Simpsons
vape
just
so
kind
bad.
of like called out to me. I was like, well, the one thing that's really overstayed its welcome is The Simpsons.
You know what's really funny, Derek, is that, again, until The Simpsons concept, we really were going to go with the coolest thing, vaping, and it was just the most boring footage of us vaping for like a minute to end it. That's the way it was going to go. And you know what's funny is it was like, yeah, I guess that's our best bet, whatever. And then Derek was like, I found a video of the dumbest YouTubers vaping, and it cracked me up.
Not in vaping.
Go ahead.
Well,
I want to set up
he was
this
just going to
clip.
say, yeah. So he's like, watch this. And he showed us the video, and that fucking ended my interest in that ending. Like, once you showed me that video, it was like, this sucks. So
I can tell Rocco
right?
was dead
you
inside.
said it there. You were like, Rocco, I feel like your soul just
Rocco
left.
was dead inside watching this video, but this is a video I legitimately think is funny. And I was like, let's just recreate this. And then I turned to Rocco, and he looks like he just saw a ghost.
Yeah.
But it's on YouTube. There are these two
Well, after I just insult them.
marijuana smokers.
Hey, you know what?
Oh,
I
I
think
didn't know that.
they would understand
do
it's not for you.
marijuana, and
Derek
I'm pretty
loves it.
sure this is pre-legal marijuana.
Oh.
These are illegal
Should not
drug
be-
doers.
Oh, and
Should
they were
not be on
doing it on
YouTube.
the internet?
But God, I can't remember their channel. I can't remember their
Nah,
name.
it's probably
But
the
the
best.
video is called the 1 gram dab challenge. And these two guys
You guys showed me that.
try to smoke a 1 gram dab,
Which I don't know
of,
what that means, to be honest with
wax.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Very
wax?
concentrated, yeah.
I don't
Isn't
know.
That what it is? Isn't that what that means?
So it's for those of you who don't do. Let me rephrase this. For those of you who aren't cool. And you don't know what wax is.
I didn't know what it was.
Ask
Hey,
one of your
audience,
cool
don't worry.
friends.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck this was.
Yeah, me neither.
Cool windfish sweatshirt
Yeah.
too.
No, yeah,
You look like you
Yeah.
smoke
Hey,
wax.
Hey, Matrix shoes.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
it's
God. I
highly
only see blonde,
concentrated
redhead.
THC in like a gelatinous paste form. We're not talking like this grew on a plant. This came out of a fucking laboratory.
Oh my god.
It gets you super high.
It's
supposedly.
called glue? I mean, that sounds dangerous.
Oh, wax.
Wax.
I
Oh,
thought.
wow. Okay.
You don't know what it is either.
These guys smoke it. They try to take it all at one moment, and you
Good
just
idea.
see them go from alive and like, yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna smoke, here we go, to like their brain starts melting
Yeah,
and falling out
it's
of their
insane.
nose. Like
It's
you just
insane.
see them turn into like mutants. And I find that really funny. I find people kind of biting off more than they can chew.
one guy's
it's a funny
coughing.
experience.
he coughs so much he starts to drool.
Yeah,
He's
it-
like
he's dying.
drooling and
He's
snot's
dying on
coming out of
camera.
His eyes are turning red. He looks like he turned into Droopy Dog. he's like dying on camera. I think it's fucking funny. And so I was like, we could do the ending like that. You guys just vape so hard this happens. And Rocco's like, I do not want to do this.
Yeah, it was just like, this is upsetting.
So we went with The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to diss those guys. Listen,
No, hey,
I'm sure they're
hey.
good guys, but that video
You know,
was.
some
yikes.
people can say that our videos aren't for them. That wasn't for you. Derek
sure
likes
they're-
it.
I'm sure they're good
I
dudes.
enjoyed it.
I thought it was funny.
It's funny. Yeah. You know that doing the Simpsons bit inspired me. We were flying home from the tour. We'll talk about the tour in a second. But they had episodes of The Simpsons on the plane. It was like from the newest season. I was like, oh, let's see what this is about.
Yeah.
What the fuck? One episode I turned off within the first 5 minutes. I was so fucking like upset that this was even a thing. And then the second episode was like, oh, this is like a normal episode of The Simpsons. And it was like Bart reads The Art of War and then becomes like a Chinese, I think it's a Chinese, like, or maybe Japanese, like general, and like using mind tricks to trick Homer,
I'm
and then
over
trying to
this
kill
already.
Homer, and then
Bart
he becomes like an emperor.
Chinese.
Dude, Bart the General.
And then
What?
no, he comes some he gets like he gets the
Simpson
karate
becomes
gi, and then he has
Chinese.
like the maybe it's Japanese. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Art of War is Chinese.
Is it Chinese? I thought so.
I
But
think
anyways,
the point is
and then
switching races.
and then it like so many things happen that like Marge tries to make books more appropriate for Lisa to read. It's fucking nuts. They all have to put down their phones because they had too much screen time, and it's like, what are we doing? It was fucking nuts.
Season 27.
It was nuts.
No,
so then
like
I thought like we nailed it with Todd and Aaron without realizing it because I haven't seen The Simpsons in forever.
Yeah, you were describing when we were writing Todd and Aaron. You're like, I saw an episode of The Simpsons lately. It wasn't that. This was before you saw that on the plane, and you were describing it. And I was like, let's just describe new episodes of The Simpsons. Like they're really funny. It was like, oh, Bart like went back in time to Roman times, but like had to like fight Flanders in like gladiatorial games or something. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And with this newest episode, I thought like, well, you know, the one thing they don't have is because I was so sick of the celebrity cameos. Like at least they don't have that at the end. Oh, hi, I'm Daniel Radcliffe. I'm like, oh, well, there you go. Of course, you got Daniel Radcliffe. Fuck this.
So yeah, there's not all of that made it into the video. If you want to see. There's extra footage, outtake footage we didn't use. We put it all on our Patreon, patreon.com/Mega64. If you go on there at any tier, it's, I mean, minimum's like $1. You can go in there and watch the extra footage. We always
write and film and edit extra Todd and Aaron jokes too. That get cut out of the final video. So there's bits in there that were originally in the video, you know, whole extra jokes and segments. So
it's as long as the original video. It's so like you're getting a second video.
And it's not as good Todd and Aaron.
It's worth $1 if it makes you laugh.
I think that's your best Patreon video content is the cut Todd and Aaron stuff.
Yeah, the vault stuff. I've been putting out more and more vault stuff.
Yeah.
We're trying to do that as more of a regular thing. In fact, I just put a rough cut of a older video we did for Ubisoft back in the day.
Yeah.
It's a video that's on our channel, but there was a slightly different edit of it from like 2008, and that's on there now. There's all kinds of stuff on there. But anyway, the reason I bring up the Todd and Aaron stuff is there's extra footage of the Simpsons part where we are just yelling. He does esports. Oh, I do esports now. Oh, Fortnite, you know, whatever. Like that stuff that we saw when we looked it up.
That's true.
So yeah, it was pretty whack.
Hey, real quick, we're about halfway through the podcast here, and I want to give a thank you to our sponsor. One of our sponsors. This week's podcast is sponsored by Ting. Go to ting.com. Do you know what ting.com is? Because I'm going to tell you. Ting.com is a cell phone service. A lot of people out there are in an office or a school or at home, and you always have access to Wi-Fi, internet data available to you. Why pay for cell phone service when you can just go through the Wi-Fi and save a lot of money? You go to ting.com and you get access to, they have coverage through the T-Mobile and Sprint cell phone towers. They're on those networks, so they work with most phones. All you have to do is get a Ting SIM card, pop it in your phone, and you're good to go. But we have a special treat for you. If you go to ting.com/Mega64, you get a $25 credit on your SIM card, so you could try it out. Nice. And most people say, actually, sorry, I said that wrong. It's Mega64.ting.com. Get a 25 credit. Try it out. I think the average phone bill for Ting users is $23 a month.
It's a free month.
Yeah, because you're on Wi-Fi all the time.
Yeah. Yes, the smarter choice for affordable cell phone service. A fair price for the talk. You only pay for the data you use. Ting.com, Mega64.ting.com. Check it out. And now,
about the tour.
Let's get to it.
We did a tour.
We all hate each other now.
That's
yeah. So
the number one question I got on all social media,
contractually obligated to sit here today.
On every platform, the question I got on any tour stuff that I posted was, that's a van you guys are, you guys hate each other yet? I got that a lot.
Yeah,
and
so did I.
like loved ones too.
It's like we've never traveled before.
I was like
we didn't do cons.
I've been at shit for a week with these guys before.
Well, can I say, before we went on this tour, I was really nervous that I was gonna fucking hate you guys by the end of this tour. I've never been on tour. I don't think any of us have.
No.
Did you ever go on tour with your band?
You know
Garrett?
what? I talked to our tour manager about my brief garage band life. There was a trip to L.A., San Francisco, back to L.A., back to San Diego.
Mini tour.
He referred to that as a burrito run. So we made a burrito run. But other than that, that was it, playing bass.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends who are in bands. They go on tours with their bands, and they all said the same thing. One, you're going to the East Coast in the middle of January. It's going to be fucking brutal. You're gonna be driving through 10 feet of snow.
I know. I kept hearing
that
that,
was
too.
scary.
and you're gonna be
too.
fucking
Yeah.
miserable. So I was scared. And then they were like, 2, you're gonna be all up in each other's shit. You're not gonna be able to get away from each other. You're gonna fucking hate each other by the end of the tour. That's what happens when
Yeah,
you
I
go on
kept
tour.
hearing that over and over.
And so I was like, do I really want to do this? Like, this could be bad. Then we went on tour, and it was amazing.
It's fucking
I
wonderful.
actually felt like I got a lot closer to
I
you guys.
agree
after
with
the
that.
tour.
Oh, no, opposite.
I felt
Oh.
like, so I didn't want the tour to end. I was having so much fun with you guys. And when we came home, I was like, I think I like these guys more now than I did before we left.
Yeah.
So it was a bonding experience.
Yeah,
and I
agree.
realized, and this is going to sound cocky, we're hot shit. and we're a big deal. And when we went on tour, we did it in style. We had
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
huge
That's what I
van,
was gonna say.
TV, video games. We were staying in nice hotels. I realized all those guys that were talking shit about those tours, these guys are driving around in a fucking Honda Civic, sleeping on the floor in the
Yeah.
basement of some random fan who came to their show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was gonna say I had all those people who said that stuff. They all asked, where do you sleep in the van? I didn't sleep in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so I want to say in relation to what you're talking about right now, I want to shout it out here and say thank you everyone who came to these shows
100%.
because
Yes.
this tour. You know, some people are like, how big is Mega64? Do they do well here or do there? You know, everyone's always asking, like, how's this doing? How's that doing? But our live tour did well enough that we didn't have to slum it. We didn't
No.
have to sleep in a van.
No, we were rolling
We
in
did.
style.
Yeah, it was a really great experience. We played good venues. We had, I mean,
Sold out
across
good
the
venues.
board,
Yeah.
across the board, excellent experiences everywhere we went.
Fantastic.
And that's because you guys came out to the shows. You guys, you know what I mean? It wasn't, we didn't have to like, I was really scared we were going to go into this and have to really like beg people to come and beg, like, oh, you know, claw our way to something, you know, at all. And no, it was like a lot of support, a lot of great spirits, a lot of just everything.
It was
can't
a
ask for more.
real, it was a true adventure.
Yeah.
It was an adventure from the beginning to the end, and it was so fast. I was telling people, I have memories of things that happened. I cannot tell you what state I was in.
Yeah,
I have no
sometimes
idea.
It did go fast.
But it was such a fucking blast. I honestly, it's funny. The first 3 nights, like, how do people fucking live like this? Like, how do you just go to city to city to city? And then by the end, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I get it. Like, this was
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
We
I
found
could've
a
kept
groove.
going.
Yeah, I could have kept going.
So, going through this tour, I mean, I knew we would do well here and there. I was nervous about going to New York City.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I felt this
New
is
York.
New York City. Yeah, this is the Big Apple. These guys, they've got the world's greatest comedians coming through here. This is like, you know, a destination for entertainers to come
Yeah.
and make their name.
Not only that, but
Sure.
where we played was the original UCB,
Yeah.
which is like a legendary
Yeah.
venue.
I thought
Yeah.
New York
A lot of
was
people-
going to just scoff at us. Pfft, these guys think they're funny. I thought they were going to chew us up and spit us out. New York was the hottest audience of the entire tour.
Yeah,
We
for
sold
sure.
out the venue. They were screaming for us, giving us a standing ovation.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And the venue we were at, everywhere we went, we did a meet and greet before and after, but the New York venue was like, yo, I know you guys do a meet and greet, but we have another comedy show coming on after you guys. So we're going to have to cut it short. Let everybody know they can stick around. Their ticket's good for the comedy show. And I was thinking like, okay, yeah, it's New York. Of course they have other acts coming in.
Yeah.
Hey, we finished. We told everybody, stick around for the show after your
Multiple
tickets are
times.
good. Everybody got up, left the room. There were maybe 8 people left of the 200 when we
Yeah.
were done. And I thought, we kicked New York's ass.
Yeah.
We fucking did it.
Yeah. It was great.
We lit this room on fire. It
Yeah.
was sold out. And then the resident comedians, the improv troupe, nothing against them, but it was just such a boost of confidence because I was
Yeah,
really
I'm
nervous.
sure
Like,
they're- yeah.
they're not going to think anything of us. And I felt, so loved.
Yeah. The energy was unbelievable at that New York show.
All of the shows.
All of the shows.
But New
New York
York,
was on
I was
fire.
expecting.
That
it.
was the one I was
most
nervous about. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're not going to give a shit,
Me too.
and they made us feel so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the shows were very special, and I really enjoyed meeting people before and after.
Yeah.
Sure.
I felt like
It was almost a bummer that New York was the only real strict venue that we couldn't do the
Yeah,
because
because I wanted to hang out
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to talk to all those people and I did. I came out and we did do a
We did that every night.
small after show meet and greet, but then even they were like, "Okay, everybody clear the room,
Yeah,
please.
they-
Make your way to the exits."
Yeah.
They were like
Yeah.
shooing us the fuck out.
Yeah,
of there.
yeah. New York. So for those maybe you definitely don't know this. I'm going to tell you. New York was there was like something going on during this tour, and it was hard to. The venue situation was a little. It was hard to get what we needed, so we did it there, and it was awesome. It was a great show. But yeah, we couldn't do VIP or any kind of thing either side of it, and I wish we would have. That's my one regret with the tour. I wish we would have done like another night in New York or some other thing just to meet the demand because that one sold out first. Yeah. And I want to say too, I know this isn't like as cool to talk about. This is like not this is like business and not really like the cool part of it.
Okay.
But even like we had Kevin running the merchandise
Yeah.
at our shows, and he did that on his own. Shout out
Dude,
Kevin.
Kevin
shouts
worked his
out.
Anybody who went to the
fucking
show, they saw him like trying to go
Man it on his own.
rapid fire. He manned that. He ran that operation himself. So
He's
shout
still-
out to Kevin.
He's out there running it in
And
Pac South right now.
He's in
for
Texas
us.
right now doing it. So anyway, that was really great. But just on an aside from all this stuff, and I know this isn't the coolest thing to talk about, but we kept like getting reports back that like we everyone bought stuff at our shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes again, like if you're a band, you go to a thing, it's like, you kind of like are really hoping anybody buys anything you bring. And if they do, cool, you're lucky. But it's like, I think we have designs and stuff that people actually like. And people were really like wanting to support and picked up our tour shirt. The tour shirt that we made completely sold out.
This is
that is gone.
One of the rarest shirts we've ever had because that's it.
I don't even have one.
It's gone.
Wish I would have got one.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at the dates.
Look at
that.
where you weren't, or maybe you were there.
Dang.
But yeah, so that I mean, even though we may, there might be bigger groups than us or bigger comedy acts than us, I think still like sell more cool shit than them, and it's like people are really into it, and so I want to say thank you for that. That means a lot to us, and just everything. I mean, I can't say it enough. The audiences were so wonderful.
Every venue we played, I was nervous like a fucking maniac before
You
every
were.
single
You were
one.
nervous.
You were.
And I'm sure I was annoying, and I want to apologize to you guys.
No.
I'm sure I
You
was
weren't
annoyed by
annoying.
myself.
You were entertaining.
Oh, well, there you go. But every crowd, the second I walked on stage, I just felt good. Like you guys were all there. You showed up for us, and even like the biggest compliment I could get was someone who like dragged a friend who had no idea who they.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know what this was, but like we loved it. So great job. It's like that's fucking awesome because everyone seemed to like. I don't know. I felt so loved in every single city, and it was cool that like every place was so drastically different from each place. Like the place in North Carolina, like that was fucking weird. That was like nothing like the basement
Yeah, that was
green
awesome.
room with all the VHS and like
that was
great. Cool.
that was so cool. And then we're in like the DC one, and it's like there's like pizza smoke in the back because we're up by the kitchen. Like everything was so fucking
Smell of burning pepperoni pizza. I loved it.
awesome.
Stadium seating in
that
Jersey.
DC venue had, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a wall of every set list of every band that played.
Yeah.
And I was like looking through that set list wall to see if there was stuff I recognized. I saw a list of Talking Heads songs. I don't know if it was actual Talking Heads or a cover band, but I don't know why they'd put a cover band set list up there. So I'm going to say the Talking Heads played there. And then my two favorite bands from the past year that I've been listening to the most, Post Animal and Voids,
I was gonna
both
say,
had set lists up there.
The Voids was like
Yo.
maybe my favorite album, the last one that they put out. So to see that up there was just like, oh my
and
God,
our
this
set
rules.
list was set right next to them. So
Yeah.
we were on that wall. We're part of history now. In Washington, D.C., finally something historic to see there.
Yeah.
I was stoked.
Thank
That
God.
might have been my favorite stage setup and seating
With the
arrangement.
tables and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I like
it was
that.
all so different. The New Jersey one was like an actual theater,
Like
you know,
stadium
Atlanta was
seating.
like a rock.
Yeah.
It was just fucking awesome.
The New Jersey venue. I'm not talking about the audience. The audience at all the shows was like beyond my expectations. But the New Jersey venue, I think, was my favorite. Just the venue setup, because it had kind of theatrical seats going up, like stadium style.
Like a play.
And yeah, and then our stage, it felt like this is a real like stage act. Like the way it was set up, it felt like maybe the boss played here. Welcome to Jersey, you know?
Yeah,
And
the boss.
I love the opportunity to talk to people after the show, because I feel like
Definitely.
people have a idea in their head of the type of person I am based on this show, and they expect me to be, I don't know, mean, aggressive, in their face. And I was just happy to like chat to people, and I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, this guy's being nice to me." Don't know if is this a joke or he's just being nice. I don't
this
get
a
it.
bit?
So I got to show people the real Derrick, and I was happy to. I mean, I had such a good time.
Yeah.
Meeting
Yeah.
everybody, it was great, and being in Manhattan with Johnny,
Yeah.
who warned us when we go to New York, you're going to meet New York Johnny. If anybody messes with you, I might have to punch a fool.
Dude, I love New York. Johnny.
Yeah, I do too. Johnny's on the camera in place of Kevin today.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey,
Thank
Johnny.
you, Johnny. He took us around Manhattan. He gave us the tour. He used to live there in New York. He would visit Manhattan. He knew all the cool spots. He took us to his favorite Halloween store. He took me to a comic book store. What was it called?
Yeah.
Forbidden Planet.
Yeah.
Forbidden Planet was cool.
Yeah, that place is awesome.
That Halloween store. What was that called? Halloween Adventure. Adventure or Adventures? I'm not sure. Whatever.
That
was
was
amazing.
insane.
I like Halloween and costume shops. I had a good time.
I couldn't believe how deep it went.
It went from one block to the other.
It crossed the whole first floor of the building. It was insane.
We got good pizza in New York. We got egg creams
Yes.
at Gem Spa.
that was
in
the
New
one thing I
York.
wanted to get in New York. And that I got
I've
it.
been craving that drink.
It's so good.
It was so fucking good. Holy shit.
New York Johnny started to come out in Jersey though, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of like
Yeah, he's from Jersey too. He
We-
took us to his favorite Italian
We went to
restaurant.
like Johnny's hometown.
We
It
got to
was-
see
It was cool.
the
We
woods
got the
that he
Johnny
played in.
tour.
Yeah.
The stuff that I wanted to try in New York.
Yeah.
The pizza, which we
Sure.
did,
Yeah.
walked into a pizza place. You may have seen us in Spider-Man. They filmed Spider-Man here. Oh, this is going to be good.
Joe's.
Big old thin slice of pizza folded up. Oh, that's what I wanted. So we did that. Shout out Joe's. Then the other thing I didn't think I was going to get, I wanted Katz's Deli.
Ooh.
But everyone's like, dude, oh, you got to wait like an hour for a sandwich there. That's like the most famous deli. No way you're getting in there. And it was
New York Johnny cut through the line.
We walked in. Johnny was like, I'll go in with you. And we went in, and it was like the crowds parted. It was like, no line. No line? And I got a pastrami sandwich. Let me tell you, pastrami that thick, and it melts like butter in your mouth.
Pastrami that dick.
Slather that mustard on there. Oh, my God. It was like something you can't enjoy until you're 21. Oh my God. It was so delicious. We had to like go. We were going to roam around more. I was just walking through the town eating this sloppy ass pastrami sandwich. I was like, Johnny, I'm going to eat this on the subway because I think everyone will love that. But they gave you pickles the size of fucking
Cars.
yeah. Sons, I was going to say, but if you want to downgrade it to cars, that's fine. But it was just amazing. It was, I love New York. I was surprised. I just want to say with New York, I go to a lot of big cities and I get sick of them. I'm like, oh God, I'm not a big city guy. Maybe I don't know. New York was magic.
Yeah, it was cool.
I just loved being there. I had never. It's the only major city really that I hadn't been to.
You should have got an I Love New York shirt.
Oh.
I was asleep in the van. I was sleeping until we arrived in New York, and when I opened my eyes, I looked out, and New York looked like a parody of New York. Like like every cliche was there.
It looked like a miniature.
It's almost like it was New York.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It was just
Crazy.
everything I'd ever heard, every cliche I'd ever heard was in motion. And Johnny was filming throughout our whole trip. He was filming throughout all the tour. And he filmed me coming out of the van. And I said that to the camera. I said, this is New York. Every cliche is here. It's almost like a parody of New York. Everything I've ever heard is happening. And just as I was saying that, across the street, two guys yelled at each other, hey, fuck you! Fuck you! I was like, Johnny, did you get that? That's so great. Like, I mean, it was just everything I could have hoped for. I loved it.
Yeah, I thought but here's the weirdest thing. It was like every day we were at a different city. So that was the thing where it's like, one day we are, there's Washington Monument. Okay, cool. The next day, this is the Atlantic Ocean. We're in the Jersey Shore, essentially. Here we are. The next day, we're in Times Square. The next day, I'm at the Liberty Bell. Like, we are just at these fucking places, and it's, like, so quick that, like, I feel like I loved every city we went to because it was such a short window to that place.
Just this burst of the local flair.
Yeah.
We got the
Atlanta.
definitive sampler of.
When we were in Atlanta,
city.
we went to Juke Joint.
Got a
That was
definite-
fucking awesome.
We got
Didn't know
dinner
what a
there.
Juke Joint was.
Yeah.
Now we do.
Now we do.
Like a dance hall.
It was live music, which I was stoked on. We got there, live band.
I got this awesome shrimp and grits. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
That was one of my favorite
We
meals
ate
the whole
Southern.
trip.
Yeah.
We definitely.
I got a salad with I was trying to stay healthy.
Yeah.
But then they're like, "You want chicken in the salad?" I was like, "Yeah, I want chicken." They're like,
Oh, yeah.
"Grilled or fried?" And I was like, "What do you recommend?" They're like, "The fried." And I was like, "Okay." Put some fried chicken in my salad. We're going to be healthy. It was so good. And I come back to San Diego and I go to a restaurant here and I ordered some fried chicken and I couldn't even finish it.
Oh.
Because I was like, I'm sorry, but
this ain't good.
I just had fried chicken in Atlanta and this is garbage compared to it. I'm sorry. I couldn't eat it. They
Really?
took it off the bill because they're like, "You want a box?" I was like, "No."
Oh, they took it off the bill.
Yeah, they're like,
Damn.
"Okay, well, we won't charge you because you didn't eat." I took like 2 bites. I'm like, I can't soil my tongue with inferior fried chicken.
I've never eaten better. I've never had better food in my life.
I gained
than
weight
this
on
tour.
this trip. I'm really bummed about that, but worth the journey.
We got just the catalog: chicken in Atlanta or
Yeah.
shrimp and grits for these guys.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Wait, hey,
we
I got
had some
cookout.
hippy dippy stuff.
Yeah.
I got cookout fast food.
Cookout was great.
I don't
we,
think
we
I
went to
ate-
Waffle House. We went to Cookout.
Now, well, let me just. Can I just
Okay.
say? Can I just give a minute?
Sure.
When I know it's a chain, but Waffle House. I love Waffle House,
All right,
man.
yeah.
I get that hash browns all the way,
Oh, yeah.
and the peanut butter waffle. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And I also went to IHOP out there, which was actually very different. It's the same.
Nice.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, and can I make a comment on Waffle House too? I thought it was garbage. It
Oh.
was,
Come on.
It was bottom of the barrel.
You gotta order. You gotta order the right
really,
shit.
Really awful food.
No, you gotta order
that
the right
costs like
stuff.
50 cents a meal. So
It is very cheap.
Yeah.
It's
Get what you pay for.
fast.
No one orders what I do.
you're damn right about
And,
that.
and then they go, "Why isn't this one egg and a piece of toast very good?" You gotta order.
Who made the
gruel
joke?
stuff.
Rocco's plate came down. It was hash browns all the way, and someone said, "That's what looks like going in." Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I think that's something I would say.
yeah.
I think
That
it
sounds
was
about
Derrick.
right.
I love the conversations we had, though. We got friendly with the staff. The second Waffle House
Oh.
visit, Fee
Yeah, it
shouts
was-
out at the downtown Waffle House.
But I
Fee.
just want to give a quick rundown of all, because everybody wants to know, what did you eat on the East Coast?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
So we had all that. We went to Pearlie's, which was like a Jewish delicatessen.
one of the best meals
in
of the
Richmond.
whole-
That was
Awesome.
my favorite meal of the whole trip.
That
It was
might have been mine.
so delicious.
And that was in Richmond, Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we got pizza in DC. We got pizza in New York. We got egg creams in
we
New
went
York.
to Federici's. Right,
we went to Federici's Italian food in New
Jersey.
Jersey.
I got a
and
baked
then we
ziti.
got
That was my second favorite meal
we
of the whole
got,
trip. Was Federici.
sandwiches in Philly. We went to a place called Middle Child. Good
was
sandwiches.
good.
And
That was
then
good.
we got Philly cheesesteaks.
That was
Yeah.
We did it right.
The Philly cheesesteak. I know it's cliche, and then people are like, "Oh, what a touristy thing," or whatever. Man, late at night, there ain't nothing better than that.
That was
That was
good.
such a treat for me. You go up and you get the whiz wit, and
I was
amazing.
I was on edge in the pizza parlor in New York and the cheesesteak house.
Why were you on edge?
in Philly? Because it was so crowded, and there's like a way to order and not confuse these people.
You know, I almost got mad. in
Sean
the
almost got
pizza
in a
place.
fight in the pizza place.
New York Sean almost came out, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck all
Well,
this!
we-
Give me my slice, or I'm I don't know. I was mad.
It fucks people up because we have 7 people in our
Right.
entourage. We're all getting food for our tour manager Jay, Kevin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of
Johnny, everyone. So it was complicated sometimes.
Yeah, it was.
what was the cheesesteak place we went to? What was it
Gyms
called?
downtown.
Gyms, yeah.
Jim.
Yeah, because we didn't do. There's always the two Geno's and what was the other one?
Pinos.
Whatever.
Geno's and
There's
Wienos.
always two that are like the touristy ones. We didn't do that, but we still got it with that cheese whiz, baby, and
Yeah.
the onion. Oh,
But it was funny. I loved because I was always told like you order it correctly, and then the staff's gonna give you shit. That's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. And then so
I was expecting that the whole time. That's why
think
I was on edge.
Jay, our tour manager, who was fucking. We'll talk about him later, but he was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
he was talking to the guy making our sandwich, like, hey, it's the first time getting a Philly cheesesteak here. And he's like, the guy was like, should have got something good then. And then Jay was like, what would you put on? And he's like, I don't know anything but what they fucking did. This is the bullshit stuff. You gotta get the real stuff. And I'm like, well, what's the real stuff? He's like, you didn't order it, so I'm not gonna put it on there for you. I'm like, oh, this is the experience I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted
I was
this
looking forward to it.
experience.
I was
Yeah,
looking
like,
forward to it.
He's giving me shit. I'm enjoying this.
So that was the food breakdown of our trip.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And what else is there to say? It was a great tour.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're gonna go on tour again, but I would be happy to do it.
But
Yeah.
if you want us to, if you didn't get to see us on this tour and it sounded like something you wanted to see, or whatever, start getting your voice heard. Tweet at us or send us an email or just something. Put it out there.
So we
Where
know
do you
what
want us to
city.
go? Because I will say, like, New York, the feedback was unbelievable, and that's like I said, my one regret is I wish we would have just played
2 shows.
a couple more shows in New York. Yeah, because we kept hearing about it. So if there's anyone else, if you want us to do it in your neck of the woods, let us know.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can do this again. But we're still kind of like going over everything, like seeing what crossing our T's and P's and Q's or whatever, and
how it
going over
got.
everything. And if it all works out, we'd love to do another tour again.
I think regardless of how it worked out, I think I got so much just from the fans, all of you who came to see us, like that. It was definitely worth it. Like, it was an experience I'll never forget.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank everyone again. Anyone who came out to go see us, like, it was such a fucking trip. Like, what a crazy week we had. It was awesome. So thank you.
Yeah. It was similar to like doing panels, but amplified times 10.
Yeah.
For me, it was like we get a couple laughs at a panel. We're telling stories or whatever.
Yeah,
but this is
something
a
else.
sketch show designed to entertain these Mega64, internet soldiers, people that are real familiar with the content. So it was great to just see smiling faces in that front row.
Yeah.
Some stages were a little brighter than others, but when you're seeing like the feedback of laughter, and like I said, the energy in New York. Every show though,
Yeah, it was
like
the New York was cool because we played at every side of you.
Yeah, that
we
was,
were surrounded.
We were
yeah.
surrounded. It was
and it's
like,
a low ceiling.
It was like seats, and then like we had one wall to ourselves. But it was like, yeah, you could just keep going to different people. It was so cool. It was so cool. I loved it.
so
Anyways,
I really had a good time too.
I think we did.
That's it.
Coming out.
Yeah,
that was
thanks.
the tour.
Thank you guys.
I'm glad thank you again, once again, everybody.
But now what we all really want to know, fuck the tour.
Okay.
How was Bad Boys 3? Was it good?
Thank you.
Finally.
Well, I wasn't planning on seeing Bad Boys 3 this weekend. Garrett, did you see it?
No, I'm going to because I know
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I'm going to see it too, because now that I saw 1, I am going to watch 2 and see 3.
Oh.
But I was like morbidly curious. I saw an Instagram ad for it, and I was like, Bad Boys 3. I mean, I loved Bad Boys, the original. And I started reading about it. It was getting really good reviews. Had like a 7.8 on IMDb. People were like, this is the best Bad Boys ever made.
Whoa.
Critically, it's the highest reviewed one. People like really love it. They're like, it's funny, this, that. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was enjoyable, but Bad Boys 1, you can't top that.
Yeah.
And I just get a little sad when I see people getting old on film. I feel like that's every movie.
That's never bothered me.
That's every movie that comes out, and it's just every once in a while it's okay, but just how many times are you going to see a movie about these guys losing a step?
Right.
Like Martin Lawrence.
I haven't seen him in anything
He
lately.
kind of got inflated.
Okay.
He put on some weight.
That happens.
You just watch Bad Boys 1.
Yeah.
And both of those guys in those movies, they're like hot, they're like fresh, they're edgy and stuff. They kind of have this dynamic.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 3, Will Smith is still trying to hold on to that. Martin Lawrence has given up. The
Yeah.
whole plot of the movie is I'm
Really?
a grandpa now. I don't want to be getting shot at anymore.
Yeah.
And so that just takes some wind out of the sails when you're watching an action movie and it's like, we got to drop my grandbaby off at the spa. But another thing was like, I feel like these guys are older and they have to compensate with it, with the action. There's a lot of CGI action. They like sweeten the fights up. You can tell they're like speeding up the punches. Sometimes it's just full on CGI characters. The explosions are CGI fire. The car chases, they're like clearly on a green screen. And I'm just like, Man, this is an action movie. Like, fucking do it. Like, go get some, go do some practical action.
Yeah, because there was some good shit in that first one.
Yeah, and the second one has, for everything I said about it, and there's CGI stuff in that too a little bit, but there's a lot of practical action in it.
Yeah.
It has a really famous car chase where they're actually like throwing cars over these guys. That is what you go to an action movie to see.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see these kind of people doing death-defying stuff, risking life and limb. And this one, I get checked out when, you know, they're fighting and he's holding his face to the fire and it's clearly like fake fire. I'm like, well, he's not going to get burnt.
Is this one Michael Bay?
No, I didn't know that until
Michael
like,
Bay
recently.
didn't direct this. He's
got the touch.
on board to produce number 4. Michael Bay does have the touch.
He
agree.
makes guy movies. He's got girls in them with big boobs. Cars getting thrown. Like
this
you
is
said.
what guys like.
That's what we like.
Michael Bay, you know, whatever he has become now, and he has this whole reputation. He made iconic action movies. And, and Bad Boys 1, and you could say Bad Boys 2 are kind of him at the top of his game.
Yeah.
I got to check those out. I
have
a Blu-ray.
I like Michael Bay. I like Michael Bay.
You like him?
He's always been.
He makes a cameo in this movie.
He's the same.
Okay.
He's the same. It's the same as when everyone would just say Justin Bieber as the punchline of a joke. Like it was an easy target.
Sure.
Michael Bay has always been that for movies where it's like, oh yeah, what do you? Oh, you probably like Michael Bay. I don't know. Michael Bay does what he does great. I don't know. I don't like the Transformers.
But it was
movies.
real interesting to me. In Bad Boys 1 and 2, it's Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Bad Boys 3, it's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
And there's definitely been and that's what I found most interesting to think about this movie is just to think about how the dynamic has changed in the past however many, 25 years or whatever, 1995 till now, however many years that is.
Paradigm shift.
Back then, Martin Lawrence was the bigger star, and now Will Smith is the bigger star, undoubtedly.
Oh, yeah,
Will Smith is a producer on this,
yeah.
and the movie is all about his character.
He's got that Disney role
It's
now, too.
all about his character, which I just found interesting. I mean, it wasn't bad. The story was kind of lacking. It's like, oh, these guys are trying to kill us, so we're going to go kill them. It doesn't get more intricate than that. But it was a good enough time.
If you want to get, though, if you are missing the Michael Bay feel after that movie, though, maybe something's missing. Everybody go look on YouTube, look up Bay's Touch. Look up the music video called Bay's Touch.
Good stuff.
Song about Michael Bay. A little bit of backstory. Here. In Comic-Con 2006 or so, I don't remember what year, we were next to, there was a video group that we were always next to every year. They made videos, and they made this music video. It's a parody of The Touch, the song The Touch, but it's about Michael Bay. And when they made it, they played it at their booth, and they just had it on loop. We loop our videos at our booth. They looped that song.
What the hell?
At their, I don't know if you want to play it.
We'll get
I
flagged.
don't want to get flagged. But it looped at their booth all day, and that was stuck in our head the whole week of Comic-Con. It was like, I've heard, he's Michael Bay. That's been stuck in my head all week. And it became a running joke that we kept sending each other the video. Like in the middle of the night, I'd text that video to Sean or whatever. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is that joke is still continuing because 2 nights ago I did it.
He texted
3
me.
a.m.
He texted me at midnight. Yeah.
Fucking
Do you listen to
Bay's
the whole
Touch,
song?
really? You
Yeah.
sent that
I
to
woke
me
up
again?
Jenny and said, hey, check this out. And I played it for her.
So we're going on a solid 13 year, however long of that video. So check out Bay's Touch.
I think, but you know, for Bad Boys for life, if you're a Bad Boys fan, go see it. Lower your expectations. They're just out to have a good time. Old guys doing this one more time. Can you believe that Bad Boys was 1995? Bad Boys 2 was 2003. 8-year span between those sequels. It's been 17 years since that movie.
And Will Smith had to produce it.
Will Smith was a producer.
Get that out.
And dude, y'all ready for this? Will Smith says the N-word.
What?
In the movie.
In the movie?
Everybody I saw it with was like, Will Smith cursed a lot in that movie, and it made me feel uncomfortable. And I felt the same way.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's
He's a bad boy.
He is a bad boy.
But you know what? When I watched the
He is a
first
bad
one,
boy.
I saw the first one again for the first time this week.
He curses in that.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought that there. I was like,
They
he cursed a
curse
lot.
like crazy in that movie, and it's funny. But now, you know, it just doesn't fit his current image. It was just jarring. Whatever.
Yeah, sure, I get it.
You'll be watching, you'll be like, oh, Will Smith saying some shit.
Ooh.
I also, I don't know if we've done a podcast since we're talking about movies.
Yeah.
I saw Uncut Gems a few weeks ago.
No, yeah, nobody ever got to talk about that.
Briefly, I loved Uncut Gems.
I agree.
Probably my favorite movie of the year. I found it super inspiring, actually. The way that they made it, it just had this like lo-fi feel to it, that they were just like run and gun shooting it. I loved Uncut Gems.
I
There
didn't know
isn't
it was
much
like
more
that.
to say about it.
Yeah.
Fantastic story.
Yeah,
Fantastic
Adam Sandler.
acting.
People are saying like Adam Sandler in the trailers is like Adam Sandler is mythologically great. He's not like fucking Marlon Brando in this movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's for everything you expect from an Adam Sandler movie, this
Yeah.
just goes the other way. The charm of Adam Sandler is he's so subdued in this role. He just kind of disappears into it. And I really liked that. I really liked Uncut Gems a lot.
I was like gonna see it, but then I think it's like gonna be on Netflix like any
No
day
kidding.
Oh, what?
now. Did I mishear that or
I thought
hear
it
about
was.
something?
I thought I heard that, but I thought it was only for the Europe
Maybe.
and not us.
I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe other people would know.
Yeah.
But I thought I heard it was like, oh yeah, end of the month. It's on Netflix.
It's
I was like,
okay.
what?
It is a like quote unquote miserable movie. It's one of those movies where nothing goes right and you're just like, oh fuck, come on. No, oh fuck, come on. I love that kind of movie.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my kind
That
of movie.
is,
Sure.
is it like Punch Drunk Love? Because I couldn't do it. That movie killed me.
I don't
It's
know.
definitely-
I mean,
Not like that.
Not
It's him in
like
it's
Punch
him in a
Drunk Love.
serious role again.
Now, I'm fine with that, but like that movie.
what are you saying in what
like
about
the thing says anxiety inducing? Exactly. Like I
Yeah.
feel like
Shit gets
this is
tense.
going
Yeah,
so
the
wrong.
music-
I only saw some of Punch Drunk Love, and I was like, I'm tired of this. But that was a long time ago.
This movie's really good at like when shit gets tense, the music starts to amplify it too. And as a viewer, sometimes you're like, oh fuck, oh my god, this guy's life sucks.
I love the music.
But
It's
I
kind
love
of
it.
like synth 80s like educational film. Like
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
PBS kind of.
I like that.
But it would ramp up when shit hit the fan, and it would like, yeah,
It's
it-
actually like a really loud movie. There was never
Yes.
a moment where there wasn't like audio assault. Either people talking over each other, or the music, or it
I
was
got-
very like sensory overload.
I got super Sopranos vibes. Like when shit starts to go wrong in the Sopranos, it's
Yeah.
like, ah, fuck, Tone. What are you? Oh no, what are you
don't do
doing?
that. No.
And it's like shit, like on that level in that universe for me. It felt similar.
I loved it. So
I don't know if I would say I liked it more than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but it might be a tie.
that was my favorite of the
It might
year,
be a
Once Upon
tie.
Time
Yeah,
in Hollywood.
I keep going back and forth with my favorite of 2019 being The Irishman or Once Upon a Time in
Okay.
Hollywood. Because Irishman was my pick, and then I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again. I'm like,
Watch that
I
on the
really
plane.
enjoyed
That one was just fun. It's just a
yeah,
fun
it doesn't
movie.
have the story quite in the same way, but man, what a joy it was to watch for me to watch.
We also in the van we watched True
yeah.
Lies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baby
great,
Boy.
Great movie, True Lies. Fucking love
Yeah.
True Lies.
have you guys not seen it before?
I saw it when
Not
it
all the
first
way
came
through.
out, and I remember like my friend rented it on VHS, and we had to sneak watch it because like my parents wouldn't let me watch that
Yeah.
movie, so we watched it like
You know
late at
what?
night.
To go back to Bad Boys,
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about True Lies when I was watching Bad Boys.
Because we just watched it.
Because there's a motorcycle chase in Bad Boys,
Yeah.
and they do all this like computer effects with it. Like they go Matrix bullet time, and it's like all on green screen. I was thinking like, I don't know, watching True Lies, guy chasing a motorcycle, but he's on a horse. And
Yeah.
they're
That
just
was sick.
actually taking a motorcycle and a
Yeah.
horse through these hotels.
Yeah.
That was so much more engaging.
That
That
movie
was
was
that was
sick.
fucking. I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah,
for
that was
yeah.
so much. I mean, because like they really had a horse and a motorcycle going through these hotels.
Yeah.
And the action in those scenes are just people getting out of the way. Oh fuck! And Arnold Schwarzenegger on the horse. Sorry, pardon me. But
Excuse me.
I don't know. You're just
Yeah.
like they're actually fucking doing it. There was this moment of like, holy shit! Could you imagine being in a hotel, seeing a motorcycle being chased by a horse? That'd be so great. And then
Yeah.
you're watching Bad Boys, like, yeah, that's not real. That's
Need for Speed trailer.
it's like
Hey,
animated.
I'll talk shit all day on the fourth Indiana Jones movie, but
Yeah.
there's a motorcycle chasing that, and it's real.
Yeah.
And that was fun to watch. You know, it's like you gotta throw them something. Then again, then a minute later, it's a CGI alien, but whatever. But yeah, if you
We're
can
gonna
do
talk
it
about
real,
that.
do it real.
Not to talk shit on Bad Boys, it was enjoyable. I just love practical action. Like it doesn't get
Yeah.
any better
I-
than really doing it.
Yeah. I did want to say regarding Bad Boys, that's
Yeah.
like my brother's favorite franchise.
What, really?
Dom, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, he has the series in every format: VHS,
Wow.
VCD,
Whoa.
Oh my
DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, Blu. I mean, you name it.
UMD.
He has all of them. I think he does.
They made
and
it.
he loves Bad Boys. I think he likes 2 even more because it's fucking ridiculous. And he loved 3. So
Wow,
if you're a
there
fan, you might whatever. But I hear what you're saying. I think I think there's something to be said about keeping it real.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to see it.
You talked about Uncut Gems being kind of off the cuff. I didn't know it kind of like gave you those vibes. That makes me want to see it even more. I'll tell you a movie I saw that was opposite of off the cuff.
Oh, yeah?
I bet they had to plan it a little bit. 1917.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
you
see
saw that?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
I
that's
really
on my
wanna
list.
See that. That just came out.
I didn't know anything going into this. And
I don't know anything.
And man, that thing started and I'm going, they haven't cut yet. They haven't cut. Wait.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
is that what they're
famous.
doing? Is that what this movie's like? Is that what this movie's like? I didn't know it was going to be like that. Man, it was the only war movie that I've seen in a long time where the second the credits rolled, I'm like, fuck, I wish they would just play it again. And I wanted to watch it again immediately because I was so focused on how are they filming this? How are they getting this? How are they getting
Yeah.
this? Oh, and he's going over the water? Wait, they were like following him on like Steadicam before. How are they going over water? How are they I can't figure this out. You know what I mean? I was so
Yeah.
like in that. I'm
I've
like,
heard
okay,
about
now I
this.
need to watch it again and fucking calm down.
So
And just-
I wasn't sure if it was a couple really long scenes and they hide like 3 cuts maybe in there, or is it all one?
No, there's cuts. They hide
Okay.
them.
They
They
hide 'em.
and they're not even really hiding it. Like they are not trying to trick you.
Okay.
Like there's parts where it's like, yeah, okay,
It makes
you
sense to cut.
transition there, but they do it. They still kind of hide it because it's like they still want to make it feel like you're still like along the thing and going with them.
Ooh, that's really
but
cool.
but they're not trying to pull one on you at all. But very 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 long takes in it, and the tricks they implement
Like
are very
Children
clever.
of Men stuff where it's like
Oh yeah.
a 20
That
minute
end
how they
scene.
do
Oh
this.
yeah. Oh, if you like that, you
I
got
do.
you got a
that.
fucking movie of that.
I love
I've
that.
heard some people say, in good and bad ways, it reminded them of a video game,
Oh.
and I would say I agree in a good way.
Okay.
Because I didn't feel it was you could use that as an insult, like, oh, it kind of cold or kind of whatever. But what I like about storytelling in video games sometimes is that you can just kind of like, like take Last of Us, for example. You're just walking with your partner,
Right.
and you're just, did I ever tell you about when this happened? Yeah. Well, let me tell and you're just kind of, you're in there with them, and you're listening to
Fly
the
on the
story
wall.
as you're exploring something. There's moments like that in this that feel really immersive in that way, where it's just like, oh, we're going for a walk through this shit, and we're just gonna kind of like talk about it, and we're, I just felt like I was with them the whole time, and I loved it. I really that's one of my favorite movies of this
Cool.
past year for
Whoa.
sure. And anyway, but again, but the filmmaking part of it was definitely part of my interest in terms of like I was so blown away by how did they do this? How did they do this? That
long
was
is it
definitely
long?
no. It's I don't know if it was 2 hours.
Ooh, now we're
Cover the whole
talking.
war, one take, 2
Yeah.
hours.
It was.
Oh fuck
Yeah, it was just
perfect.
under because they're doing takes that long. They ain't gonna do 3 hours of that shit. I'll tell you that. As soon as it's funny because I didn't know that going in. I didn't know the runtime, and then when the first like stretch of a long take happened and it ended, I went, no way does this go past 2 hours. They're not gonna do this shit longer than that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was like, they're
Yeah.
they're
They'll
gonna
get to the
quit
point.
after a few of these. But it was unbelievable. I loved it. Yeah,
Cool.
It was great.
I got some movies
Hey,
to see.
Oh yeah.
what's that?
I said I got a couple movies to see. That
Yeah.
1917 and Bad Boys 2.
Hey, thank everyone. I want to say thanks to everyone for watching. I want to say real quick, if you like our show, if you like what we do, as I mentioned earlier in the show, you can always do the Patreon, patreon.com/Mega64. Lots of exclusive cool stuff on there. You can sub to us on Twitch if you want. If you do the Twitch Prime sub, if you had Amazon Prime, they give you a free sub every month.
Sure.
They probably, it's a new month. They probably unsubbed you.
I hate that.
So click the button, sub back, get
Yeah.
it back, and then you get all the features and bells and whistles and whatnot. We like that.
Yep.
But shop.mega64 Mega64.com is the best place to get all the best stuff. If you want to be cool, trust me, I know how to be cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Go.
Nice shoes.
That was code.
I thought it was a.
Hacker-
I thought he was showing
Whoa.
off socks.
Hacker code. Did you
What
read
the
it?
fuck?
Oh, I stepped on it.
I thought he was.
Did
I
you
stepped-
step in shit?
Yeah, I did.
What is that?
Are those Matrix code shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the ends of the laces.
Red or blue?
Oh my God, that's the best part, right? Come
Don't
on.
put that in your mouth.
Come on. Red or blue?
What's with the socks? Do they match the Matrix theme?
Godfather.
He's been red.
Yeah.
He's been red laced.
Red laced, huh? Shit.
I'm not going to turn my foot around. Anyway, all right. Shop.mega64.com. That's the place to go.
Are those fake shoes?
No, there is
License.
there is no shoe.
Did you?
Not even worth asking. You think that's air you're breathing now? Shop.mega64.com. Best place to order stuff. This last Friday, we put out a new item we've never put out before. We did 64 sunglasses. They look amazing.
Sean's wearing 'em.
Stylish as hell. He's wearing them right now. They look so good.
Whoa.
And they
that
sold
wood?
out
Yeah.
immediately. We were not prepared for how quick they sold out.
We're not. I spent a lot of time on these, but they're like wood on the side.
Yeah.
We
They
got,
got the
the
springs?
spring hinges.
Yeah.
We got polarized lenses, and it comes in a nice case too. It's got
Yeah.
it all, baby.
Bamboo case. You can't beat it. So they sold out immediately. And so a lot of people said they missed out. So we did put up a pre-order link. It'll be up a few more days. We'll put up the date that it'll end. We'll put that up soon. We'll figure that out. But if you missed out on that and you don't mind waiting a little bit, you can get the pre-order now. Also, when we do the podcast, we like to do a 64-hour special. That's a shirt that's available for 64 hours and then gone. I don't know how to interpret the one that we have tonight, but it's called the Frogs or Worms Whatever shirt.
That's a nice title,
Check this out.
Brian. Oh,
Now,
got that?
every year around this time,
My God.
you might see these things pop up on a certain stream. I don't know if I can explain it.
we don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what that's about.
Mucho gusto.
But if somehow that makes sense to you, you have 64 hours to get that shirt. Shop.mega64.com. I don't
That's
know
a
what
good
those
shirt.
I don't know
It's
what those
live.
That's a good shirt. It's
I
like
want that shirt.
That's like a black tie dye looking
That's the
thing.
type of shirt I would
That's
wear.
sick. Look at that.
I mean, who even knows what knows what those are?
What are they sitting on? Lily pads, and it's a frog.
I literally can't tell you.
We
I
don't know.
a log,
a
and it's a
mystery.
worm. I don't know.
So check that out. You got 64 hours.
How do it know?
Shop.mega64.com. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
As always. Any final words before? I know you're going to do your thing, but any other final thoughts?
Oh
I
yes,
don't
my
have any
my
final
quick
thoughts.
quick final thought is I have been working. Garrett has been helping me getting all the pre-orders out for Black Friday. Still,
Yeah.
we just got the skate decks in, and so we've been working like crazy. We have like hundreds of them boxed up, ready to go. So we're gonna get them out to you guys very soon. So thank you for your patience.
Skate decks are leaving.
And we are trying to get the post office to take them. They're not excited because it's a lot of boxes.
Will we be on? We could be live next week, but what's Kevin's situation? I mean, is it a secret what's going on?
No, I
next
don't think
week?
so.
Yo, Kevin's getting married.
Kevin's getting
Oh my
married
God.
next
Kevin's
week.
getting
Oh
married
my
next
God.
week, you guys.
Kevin. Oh,
Yeah.
Brian's heartbroken.
That's
over
what
it.
I said.
All
I
the
said-
single ladies are out there screaming like
Yeah.
that.
Single men too. Hey,
True.
Kevin, I asked and he said no.
True.
But anyway, we're really happy for him. So I imagine we'll be live. But I don't know if he'll be here or not. You know, after the wedding.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's going to be doing?
He's gonna be.
I'll tell you what I did. It
having
wasn't a
sex for the
podcast.
first time.
Whoa.
He's
Yep.
gonna
Hopefully he waited.
finally have the little sex.
Is he over 21?
We'll look into his age. We'll see if it's
we'll
allowed.
find out. I'll
hope
contact
his-
the lawyer or
birth
something.
certificate.
Bride survives that honeymoon.
We'll find out. But Johnny's been killing it. Thank you, Johnny. I'm gonna just roll right over.
Just
what
go
Derek
right
said.
through it.
What?
We're going right through
We're
it.
just, we're just bypassing.
I don't know what you said, but Rocket put his hood on for a second, so I was fucked up. So like, I don't know what that was. We're gonna keep on going.
I didn't hear what you said, but it was probably stupid.
It's probably something stupid. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. You wanted to.
That brings us to the end of this podcast. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. This podcast was brought to you by Squarespace.com. You want to be like us? You want to do what we do? Get yourself a website. Go to squarespace.com/mega64. You'll receive 10% off your first purchase of a domain or the service at squarespace.com. Squarespace.com is like the premier one-stop shop to get your web presence online. You can set up an online store. You could set up a website. They've got all these fancy features. They've got scheduled posts. They've got complete commenting features. You can purchase your domain at squarespace.com. Everything you need to do. Design the website, get your domain name, make your presence. You could be the next Facebook.
Whoa.
Wow.
Holy
Think
Why
about
not?
that.
Why not?
You could be the next Vine. They're gone. There's a whole space there to fill.
Yeah.
Void to
A
fill.
square-
Nobody even
Squarespace.
has Vine.com. You could have that for yourself. Go to squarespace.com/Mega64. Check it out. We appreciate their sponsorship here. They get what we do. They love us. They say, you guys are you're a favorite podcast, and we want to sponsor
They
you
said
guys.
that.
They use
we
their
appreciate
analytic
it.
tools to check on our numbers, and they say it's great.
They're
Yeah.
through the roof.
The
The
drag
hype
and drop
machine
tools and say these guys
was
rule.
amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go to squarespace.com/Mega64. Check it out for yourself. Get a little discount on your purchase. That is our show for the night. Thank you for watching. Are we going to do an after show? Are we?
I feel
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll stick around for an after show. You stick around with us, and we'll take some calls. We'll chit-chat. We're going to have a nice time.
we got to talk games. We didn't
Yeah.
even
Oh, yeah. Well,
Sit tight.
Good night.